This deal was obviously only signed a few hours ago, but just take us through what we know so far about this reconstruction agreement and what it means for both countries here.
It's difficult to talk about specifics until we had a chance to read the actual agreement. But I think the fact itself that it was signed signifies that the terms of the agreement are acceptable for both countries. And as you know, there's been months in development. It seems that the understanding and agreement has been reached. And this can be considered as a positive development. From the statements that were made, it seems that the tone has shifted from sort of U.S. seeking for the repayment of that to collaboration and investment. So overall, it will be interesting to see what specifics are included in the agreement.
This obviously comes after February's spectacular spat at the White House and more recently this conversation at the Vatican on the sidelines of the Pope's funeral. How critical do you think that meeting in Rome was to the US seemingly changing its tune there, as you say, becoming more collaborative?
It seems that it's been an important meeting. It has been stating that it was very productive. And we will have to see, I think, how this minerals agreement plays into the larger peace deal that the Trump administration is pushing. But for now, it seems that politically, this agreement is assessed positively by both parties.
And just to take us a step back, I suppose, when we talk about critical minerals, can you take us through what exactly is in the ground there in Ukraine and what is it used for?
Critical minerals are the group of minerals that are used, that are vital actually for producing different types of technologies, renewable energy technologies, electric vehicles. They are used in defense industry. And then there is a subgroup of those minerals called rare earth minerals. They're also very important, and that has been sort of the center of this conversation. Nowadays, most of these minerals come from China. More than 80% of the global supply comes from China. So there has been an interest in diversifying the supply. And Ukraine is estimated to have the largest deposit of some of these minerals, lithium, for example, in Europe. So yes, it is economically and strategically important resource.
The US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said about this deal this morning that this is a clear signal to Russia that the Trump administration wants peace and a sovereign Ukraine. How far do you think this deal goes to achieving that or proving that?
Well, it is difficult to say. Because this is a commitment from both parties to collaborate when it comes to resource development in Ukraine. But this will be difficult to do until conflict is over. I think we should also mention that large amounts of these deposits are located in currently occupied territories. So how those deposits are going to exploit it developed, that needs to be seen. And then how much actually is out there, that requires further assessment and geological research. And that will also has to be done after the conflict. So since the situation has been so dynamic lately, it is really difficult to see what comes next. But overall, I take this as a positive development, given the change in the tone and more sympathetic statements towards Ukraine from what we have read so far.
Lots more to come on this, no doubt. Nino Antadze, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.